one of the techniques to get students engaged in their learning and to get them to take responsibility for the kind of reflective learning that I'm talking about is to kind of constantly engage in that sort of back and forth between we're going to practice something now, and now we're going to step back and analyze what we've been doing, and then we're going to go in and practice some more, and then we're going to step back and analyze how we've been doing. And in a certain way, coaches, I think, I've never been an athletic coach, but I've talked to plenty of them, and I think coaches understand this. You do a practice, and then you watch the film of the practice, and you analyze what you were doing on the field or on the court, and how you might have done better. And then you go back in and you practice some more, and then you step back and you watch yourself and you talk about what you were doing. Or you might even interrupt the practice, and the coach might step in and show someone how to do something better on the court, right, than they were doing it, how to pass better, how to anticipate another player's move better, how to work as a team better. And the more that faculty sort of coach students in thinking about what they're doing and how to do it better, I think the more they get engaged, because they begin to see that there are opportunities for them to improve. If it's just practicing and practicing without a lot of feedback or an opportunity to sort of reflect on what they're doing, I think they lose that sense of what am I aiming for here? How am I supposed to be getting better? Or else it becomes simply an exercise in, I want to get an A, and as long as I'm getting an A, in the class, then that's my goal. But I don't really understand what makes an A or a B. And so, fundamentally, I don't feel as though I'm not really learning. I may be sort of checking off something as I move through the course and get a grade that I want. And if I don't get a grade that I wanted, I just sort of go, okay, well, whatever, and I'll go on to the next thing. And I won't stop to think about what opportunity is there here to learn from my mistake or from the thing that I didn't do as well as I could have. And this is why I think faculty ought to be constantly encouraging students to come in and talk about the work that they're doing in the class. That's what faculty office hours ideally ought to be for. And I always tell students, the fact that you got an A on an assignment doesn't mean that you shouldn't come in and talk to me about it. Right? You think that you're only supposed to come in and talk if you got a C or a D or something, like you didn't do well, and then you should come in and get help. But the truth is, even if you got a good grade, there's an opportunity to sort of make sure that you understand what was good about what you did and how to build on the strength of that last success, so that, as you move through a course and then ultimately from one course to the next, you ought to be consciously gaining a sense of, these are the intellectual tools in my toolbox, and these are the things that I know how to draw on as I tackle the next set of intellectual challenges. And if faculty aren't consciously inviting students to do that and giving them opportunities to do that on a regular basis, then I think they're really missing opportunities to help students take responsibility for their learning and ultimately grow in their sense of competence.